Smith throwing on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 88.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Zone.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss.
It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Smith throwing again. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yeah, Liz. 319! 319!
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
319!
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on first down. Dumps it off for Geis. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
319, 58.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ryan Kerrigan able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
319! 319!
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 27 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Stays on his feet. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on third down, Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing is Smith. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. Looking for the... And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, 28 yards. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll go again to Jones. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 14 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Crosby on now to kick it away. So out now come the Redskins. Smith on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
To throw is Smith. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point good by Hopkins, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So second down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. Again, it's Williams. Got some room at the 30. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A lot of